folks? It's Zion Hezekiah here, your boy Hez. We're recording on Tuesday, January 21st, 2020. This is our Serge Ibaka episode. That is episode number 9 of season 3. And you're listening to and watching Toronto Talk Sports and more. Yes, shout out to former Toronto Raptor forward number 9, Mr. Serge Mafuzi Ibaka. Happy to be joined here by my main man, NWB. Nee, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, TTS?
We have the lovely Janelle Estaa.
Hi,
what's going on, Janelle?
up, TTS audience? NZ.
Yes. And welcome back to the show. We do have a familiar face here to my left. Miss Ainsley McPhail is sitting in as a guest co-host today. Ainsley, what's poppin'?
So good to see you guys
I know,
again.
it's been a
Some
while.
new faces. It's like I can't believe it's
Yes.
almost 2 years for you guys. And
Absolutely.
yeah, she's like I didn't even know that, but I'm
flew by.
excited. I moved away for a bit and seeing you guys online.
Yeah, you were
growth
out
that
west for a bit.
Yeah, the growth that you guys have had is amazing. So
Yeah, you
thanks
moved
for
out to
having me.
Alberta.
Yes.
So what have you been up to? Tell us about your
Is it Calgary?
venture out west.
So I'm in southern Alberta. It's
Okay.
2 hours from Calgary. So
okay.
Not much going on. It's like a Kitchener-sized town, maybe a little bit smaller. But I try to go to the city as much as possible. So Calgary, Edmonton. I'm on the road a lot for comedy. So it's so exciting. But no.
The stand-up, right?
It's hard because it's a lot of road work. It's a lot
Okay.
of driving because there's not much out there, right? So just driving and then gigs, gigs. But
Sounds like
you
fun.
know, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be
Awesome.
back.
Excellent. Welcome back.
welcome back.
Yeah, so Ainsley was our and more guest way back in episode number 3 of season 2. So once again, welcome back to another season, 3rd season, once again, episode number 9. And good to see you again. All right. So guys, our intro topic for today, this is what we have. What do we have?
You tell us.
Here's the question. Is it okay to tell your friend that you do not like the person that they're dating? Okay. So I'm going to read a snippet from an article. It's by, her name is Lauren Bravo. It's entitled, Does It Really Matter If Your Friends Don't Like Your Partner? So here we go. It's a question to quake even the strongest friendship, whether it's a new haircut, a big career move, or a significant other, but especially the last one. Because if the honest answer is anything other than affirmative squealing, things can get rather awkward. Oh boy. So the question is, first of all, have any of you been in that situation where a close friend of yours was in a relationship and you just could not stand their partner? How did you handle that situation? If you haven't been in that situation, how would you handle that situation? Estaa, you look like you're just dying to chime in and get in there. Let's start with you.
I've been in that situation many times, especially with my
Many times,
My
okay.
best. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't even want to say it on air, but I say current.
Ooh,
I don't want to say it because it's gonna be so
Give us the
obvious.
goods.
I don't have like much close friends, but yes, it's just what those things where their vibe is off and there's something off about the like the other person.
Sure.
So her boyfriend, it's just I don't know what it is. It's like one of those things you haven't pinpointed yet, but. Right now, I don't have the heart to tell her. It's still pretty early in the relationship. I'm still kind of like let her feel out the relationship and see how it goes. Because at
But
the
if
end of
she
the
was
day,
to
you're still
ask
getting
you
to know him.
directly, what do you think of him? What would you say? Would you give her your, if she was to ask you?
No.
Wow, so you would
Really?
lie.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's a
Oh,
nice
why,
guy.
why wouldn't you say anything?
But that's the tough part because like I just met the guy. Like I probably met him once, but in hindsight, I also had another girlfriend whose boyfriend was just lie about everything, what he does, who he is.
But what I'm thinking, Janelle, isn't it easier to be honest about the situation when it's early in the
That's what I
relationship?
was thinking.
And if the
think-
relationship was built up
I'm
for like
so
about a
vocal
year or
in those.
so,
I'm
right?
like, he sucks. You need to get rid of him immediately. Yeah.
But I wanna-
the first
if
little
they're
bit.
together
I'm
for
like
like
the
2
type-
years
but I'm
and
the
then
type
all
to
of a
give-
But
sudden...
then you keep quiet because it's
Yeah,
like,
but I want
okay,
to
now
give
I
him the
know
benefit
there's
of the doubt because I don't know him yet. Like I only met him like once, so I'm still
You're just
kind of
getting a
feeling him
bad
out.
vibe.
Yeah, it's just right away. But like I voiced it with my other girlfriend, so I'm just kind of like,
Maybe
let's see
ask
how
questions.
it goes. But at the, it's her choice.
what do you think, Ainsley?
You know.
I'm very
What's
vocal.
your experience in
Yeah.
those situations?
But even if I'm in vocal, she's still gonna do whatever
See,
she
I'm
wants.
usually the person with the shitty boyfriend, so it's
Okay.
kind of hard to tell.
Well, so how's that?
have your friends been honest with
I
you?
was gonna say.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So how that?
Oh yeah, no, I'm honest with myself. I know
Yeah.
it's bad. I'm like,
Okay.
But
I'm
would you know from the get
self-aware.
go though? Yeah. Would you know
But
like
do you
right
find
away?
that people are honest with you, or vice versa? Are you honest with your friends in those particular situations?
I'm honest. Yeah, especially at the start, like you
Right.
said, because it's like.
But do you wait to be
they're not-
asked, or do you take that initiative and say, well, you know what? This time I'm just not feeling this guy. Like, would you initiate that conversation?
Women, this is what you guys don't understand. Women talk.
You don't understand.
We don't
lot.
understand.
Enlighten us.
Our conversations are in terms of relationships are so much more in depth
Yeah.
than that you would have with your guy friends. I would assume. I'm not going to generalize.
That's an assumption, but sure.
But women talk a lot. So if she's complaining about him,
Not yet. See, that's the
But if
thing.
she isn't-
see what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if he's
not
doing
yet.
something,
Yeah.
be like, oh, he sucks. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
But doesn't
All
also
right, that's
depend on the nature of your relationship with that particular friend. Some people are a little bit more sensitive than others.
Yes.
What's your
Yeah, I
experience in
agree.
this? Let's get a guy's point of view.
Well, I think it depends on the severity of the
The annoyance of the person.
the annoyance to the dislike. I mean,
But do they have to be annoying though? Can they just be something?
okay, annoyance not a, but
Yeah.
I get
I don't like
the
how you
Maybe you
look.
genuinely feel that they are bad, they're not a good match for you. Maybe it's nothing personal, maybe it's nothing necessarily annoying
Yeah.
or bad about them. You just feel that they are not a good match for your
Yeah, I
friend,
mean-
and you see
Yeah,
certain things that perhaps
yeah.
they can't
Okay,
see.
so
right?
Hez, that's two things for me. So that's because if you have a problem with the relationship itself, then that's different to whether you actually have a problem with the individual that
Okay.
is in
Yeah,
that
good
relationship
point.
with your friend.
I
So
agree. Yeah.
the relationship, well, your friend has made that choice. You have to respect that to a degree. You're not going to tell. I'm not going to tell Janelle how to live her life. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm not going to tell you to support the 49ers.
You
even
can
though
certainly
should.
try.
You can try that, but
Shout out to Richard Sherman.
That's right. Don't you ever talk about me.
Oh boy.
Now, that's your choice. In terms of the individual, though, if let's say that person is giving off a bad vibe or is showing things that I don't agree with, or they're impinging on my values and beliefs, or they're going to the length of insulting me, then yeah, I gotta say something.
If
I
it
gotta
like
say,
directly affects you, then you'll have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, mate, I'm happy that you're in a relationship. I'm happy that you're happy, but you need to understand that I might not be spending so much time with you
Yeah.
because myself and
Because your
person A-
boyfriend sucks. You gotta just say that.
Gotta be blunt. It is what it is. So
Do
let me ask
you-
you, Janelle, have you
Yeah.
been in that situation directly where perhaps a friend has shared with you that they
yeah.
weren't really feeling it? So how did you respond
That's
to that
why I have
situation?
exes.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So you listen to your friend.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of it's the same thing with me. Like they'll let me feel out the relationship and kind of make the decision on my own. They could only give their opinion, and it's like, okay, what do I do with that? What do I
Right.
do with it? It's my choice at the end of the day. But if they see that I'm like happy, they're not going to interrupt that. But even though there's still a situation, so they kind of same thing. Just feel it out. Let Janelle learn,
Right,
and I
right.
did, and that's why.
So for me
exes.
personally, I'm a very blunt guy, as you guys all
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
do believe in those situations, you do have to use discretion, and obviously there's sensitivities involved as well. You have to. It depends on, once again, the nature of your relationship with your friend. It depends on how long they've been with that particular person. There's so many different dynamics, but I always truly do believe that honesty and just being open is the best policy. Sometimes it's just a matter of how you go about initiating and having that exact conversation, right?
Have you had that situation where your friends were like dating them and then ended up marrying them, and you're like, why did you
Not
marry
that
them?
I can recall, but that
Yeah.
would be, and that makes it more tricky.
Look at his
If-
face. He's like, not that I can.
Well, if it's a serious relationship, let's say,
Yeah.
for example, if they are engaged to get married and whatever, and there's
Yeah.
something that you feel that they really need to know, or
Yeah.
there's something that's like, that makes it a lot trickier. I
That
mean,
is, that's pretty
yeah,
tough.
so good luck. I'm a married man, so I don't have to worry about that. So, guys, thank you so much for chiming in. That was a lot of fun. Let's get to what's on today's show. We got a great show ahead. The Super Bowl fever is amongst us. Nee, congratulations to your 49ers representing the NFC.
They killed it.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
They
yes.
did-
I know
they
you're
played really
very
well.
excited to get into that. And that's actually what's coming up next for our NFL segment. It will be our part one of our Super Bowl preview show, focusing actually on the AFC team, the Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll talk about their keys to victory. And then next week, we'll focus in on the NFC. So we look forward to that. And after our NFL segment for our And More segment. So this week, we don't have a special guest. We're not doing an interview segment for our And More. We're actually going to play a fun little game. So a few of us will play a fun little game called Random Cues in a Hat. Random Cues in a Hat. So that should be a lot of fun. We'll look forward to
my
that.
gosh.
So guys, enjoy the show once again. This is episode number 9 of season 3. And you are watching Toronto Talk Sports and more.
Thank you for watching. Please click the like button and leave us a comment with your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications to see more engaging and interactive content. Toronto Talk Sports and more. For the love of the six, let's connect.